Bruce, what's your experience with this? What difference did birth order make for you?
Well, all of the difference in the world. I am a middle child. I am also the founder of the International Middle Child Union.
Okay.
And the founding father of the Middle Child Party, the commissioner of Middle League Baseball. All these efforts, by the way, I find it very ironic you're having this discussion of birth order today. As I'm sure you don't know, tomorrow is Middle Child's Day, the most neglected holiday of the year, fittingly. So I find it super ironic. I'm fascinated by all the research that is done about birth order, by the way, and I'd love to, maybe another time have a discussion specifically about how it impacts middle children. But I could tell you my experience, and this was even before I actually became a middle child, so this was already setting the stage for me. On my birth announcement had my brother's name before mine. My brother stole the lead on my own birth announcement. So if you want to talk about birth order and how it affects people, it can affect you like right from day one. But tomorrow, Middle Child's Day, there's a lot of stuff we've got going on. I encourage your listeners to go to my blog, smackdadblog.com, find out everything that's happening on Middle Child's Day, which is really nothing, but I'm trying to make things happen. There's a lot to read about. It's not easy being the middle child.
But let me ask you this: does this research suggesting that, in fact, do you believe, for instance, that it has had an impact on your personality?
Well, here's what I actually think it's a double-edged sword. I happen to feel I'm the most well-adjusted in my family. I do believe that. There was a lot of pressure on my brother at being the firstborn. My younger sister's the only girl. So they have their own issues to deal with. I happen to feel I'm the most well-adjusted. But somebody, for some reason, decided to say, middle child syndrome. I don't know why there's not a firstborn child syndrome or a lastborn child syndrome. But they gave us this weapon, this tool, middle child syndrome, so we can use it. So when things don't go our way, we can say, hey, I've got middle child syndrome. So that's how it's affected my life. It gave me I could play the middle child syndrome card whenever things weren't going my way.
And you are acting like a high achiever because you're doing something about it.
I am. I'm trying to. It's my goal to raise awareness for Middle Child's Day, which is when?
Tomorrow.
You remember. Okay, that's most people. I tell people, and then they forget in the next sentence. So I'm thrilled tomorrow. And by the way, you're in Ontario. Are there big plans for the Middle Child's Day parade? The station's covering the parade tomorrow, I'm sure.
Where? In Toronto?
Yeah, there is no parade. That's what I thought. Okay. This is how it goes for the middle child. But please, smackdadblog.com. Follow there. I'm leading a movement. It's called Occupy Mid-Kids Day. I'm trying to move Middle Child's Day from August 12th, which makes no sense,
because it's the middle of the month.
Sense. July 2nd, which is the middle of the year.
Right.
So there's a petition you could sign, and let's get it going. We'll make it international, across the border.
Well, Bruce, it's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Well, thank you so much for not hanging up on me.